The transition is already happening. So across the world, electric vehicles are already being rolled out, and as a result, our vehicle fleet is changing. And so it's critical that we're talking to residents about being part of that transition rather than being left behind.
A plug-in hybrid vehicle uses very similar technology to what you see in internal combustion engine cars, but it also has a battery that complements the petrol engine. With a battery electric vehicle, all of the engine is replaced by electronic drivetrain, meaning the vehicle doesn't need any petrol or diesel to run at all.
People don't really realise how cheap they are to run. So if you're charging at home, especially if you're using the solar, it's very cheap to run in terms of fuel. You're not paying for petrol.
EVs are going to save money in the long term. So even though there might be a higher upfront cost, the ongoing benefits are going to be huge financially. Also, there's massive environmental benefit for EVs. It's a great way of cutting carbon emissions very effectively if the community adopts EVs quickly.
And I think range anxiety is the other one. So 400 kilometres is now becoming quite a standard thing in terms of the range of a vehicle on a single charge. And actually, how far do you actually travel in a day? Much less than that, so you'll get a week out of your vehicle depending on exactly where you live and exactly how far you need to travel.
EVs are here, the infrastructure's here, the cars are here. There's multiple options for nearly every family out there that's looking to get one. Installing that baseline infrastructure for EVs to charge on is how we're going to become EV ready. We need to provide the community with that infrastructure if we are to expect them to transition to electric vehicles. If we don't, then it's very hard to convince and tell the story that EVs are the way of the future if there's that uncertainty on charge points.
Data is quite important. One of the things we've been looking at is registrations of electric vehicles in my local area. What we're finding is that there's high demand, and we're finding that people are actually requesting more charging facilities, not necessarily for the locals, but it's for the tourist economy as well. So that data drives decision making of where we put the chargers and also future charger development.
In some of our facilities, we've known that we're not quite ready to actually put charging infrastructure in, but what we can do is provide the enabling infrastructure. It's not about doing everything now. It needs to be staged over time according to what you can handle from a financial perspective and also what your council and community are ready for. It's far more important that we go at the speed that communities need so that they can feel comfortable and confident, so that when investment is made, there isn't a big backlash.
But I would say socialise the idea internally, get all the necessary departments together to have that conversation, and community consultation as well. A lot of members of the community are particularly passionate about electric vehicles. They have a lot of knowledge about electric vehicles, so consultation internally and consultation externally really will help.